Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look again here at Solana, seeing what's going on. This cup and handle pattern is looking a little bit more tempting. As you can see, price action is kind of performing quite well. We had this cupish type of pattern, broke out. Instead of coming back down to bounce off this recent resistance level at about 78.61, price has proceeded to pull back. You got to keep in mind Bitcoin pulled back pretty aggressively this morning. That's a likely candidate or the reason why that happened, but it's also overextended going into that resistance push. It swept that upper level of liquidity, which I'm curious to see what it looks like here now. And yeah, you're right. Whomever kept commenting last night in the comments, why would anybody short this coin? Well, you got me, folks. Some people just don't like to listen to reason, but at this point here, you can kind of see all these shorts just getting hammered. 76 was probably the heaviest concentration, second most at 78, which makes sense. That was a previous resistance level. And now we got some extra shorts here at about $80. Again, this is the liquidation levels here. This isn't necessarily people entering shorts. That just is where the liquidation is kind of averaging itself out. In other words, probably high leverage liquidation levels here and here to give them that destruction, so to speak. Again, when you retest recent highs, there's no reason to consider shorting. It might be a better opportunity now, but I think it's still premature personally. Again, daily time frame, hourly time frame, whatever time frame you look at, there's no real bearish confirmation that we have right now, minus a few red candles here, which makes sense after the price, raked up so quickly. Okay. So again, if you're new to the channel, just know I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. Thanks again for watching. Please like the video before we get going. It really helps us grow the channel. And obviously, we got a Twitter, Telegram, and Discord group if you're curious about just being an awesome trader and having a good time. We have some really, really good folks over there, smart people. And also, if you're curious too, I share my trades with my community members as well, my premium group. So we took ICP long for that bull flag pattern at 40% in 20 hours. That's a 5x leverage safe trade. Same thing with Avalanche 2, 25% in 15 hours. Those both are still open. Now, what I want to talk about here today with Solana, there's a couple of key factors. It's mainly in the 4-hour time frame. So let's go ahead and pull this up here. I'll go ahead and remove these little cup and handles, so to speak. We'll just be mindful of that being a potential reality. And then, of course, we're going to scroll up our little fib levels here, kind of seeing what's going on, generally speaking. And a lot of times I like to look at a few case scenarios here, because, again, when we take a look at Elliott Wave, this does speculate that if this is the highest point for Solana, again, we're still trying to find our number 5, then, roughly just say $79.50, $80. And if that is the top, then we could see the price pull back to 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. Just like to prepare you for the worst. That's basically definitely a worst case scenario in the larger time frames. But there's a lot of different playouts that could happen. That isn't necessarily a guarantee because we don't know this is the top yet. Okay, until we can establish the top, we don't know that. Right now, in order to understand if this is invalidated, this uptrend, we're going to have to lose some key level supports, some key level trend lines, if you will. Okay, right now we have lost our short-term trend line, but that's not a concern at all. It's a short-term trend line for a reason. Okay, it was moving concurrently with some smaller time frame averages on the 1 hour. 4-hour time frame tells us we're still good in all conditions here for our, I guess you could say, a midterm ascending trend, where the price action is still staying above this. Again, this is just a trend line based off of the 50-day SMA, but now that we're above the 20 and the 50, 100 and the 200, we can presume that if the price stays above 71.50, we're still bullish on this continuation. And what that would do for us, hypothetically, that would give us a nice, perfect little bounce for our second little entry target here at about 72. So to me personally, I'm interested in a potential entry at about 72, and that's what I'm going to look at if it comes down there. Again, just like last time, missed out on my opportunity for this ascending trend. It's fine, we'll find another. Okay. And again, I know you love to trade Solana. Obviously, that's why you're watching this video. But there's tons of opportunities in the market. Okay. So if you miss a long or a short or whatever, what have you on Solana, just pump the brakes, relax. It's okay. You'll find the next one. Okay. I can assure you of that. There's nonstop, relentless opportunities in the market. Again, I just like to kind of say that because people FOMO in all the time, and I get people that come over to my community asking for me to recover their portfolios because they made some emotional trades, and all I can do is direct you to my trading university videos, and also help just make sure you keep watching these videos to kind of just relax. It's okay. In time, you'll come to find out it's not a big deal that you missed out on some really big opportunities. That's life for you, really. No other way around it. Okay, so to summarize here, let's go ahead and look at some moving averages. By the way, we're not going to touch on the daily because that's still bullish. There's nothing that's changed on the daily at all since last night. Again, I like to recap on the daily, usually once a day, but I've already looked at it. There's nothing telling that we're going to be pulling back at this point. The 4-hour time frame is a good indication of that, though. However, we can see RSI coming down. We're over 50 still bullish, but again, pulling back here somewhat aggressively with the money flow index and the stochastic RSI. Keep in mind, I told you this before. Easy to say, of course, hindsight's 20/20, but anytime you have a divergence or a stochastic divergence, it's the second one that you want to pay attention to that carries the most weight. Okay, we saw that previously here as well, where we had a double and the price action pulled back, right? So we got the first stochastic RSI. Just kidding, price continues higher. Second one, oh, well, this one means business, all right? So we had our first stochastic RSI divergence. Just kidding, second one means business, okay? So we're in that position right now where we have a stronger likelihood of the price action pulling back further based on that scenario. What I'm looking for by the end of today's trading day is a closure above 50 on the RSI, still staying in that level, and of course, preferably not a MACD divergence, but it's okay. Sometimes you can trade into that. So again, with this type of cup and handle, so to speak, potential play out pattern, I'm still keeping an eye out for that as an opportunity. It's somewhat invalidated, but also still relevant. Again, it's more so me just saying that out loud, more so than you needing to understand what I mean by that. So don't regard that for the moment. Disregard it completely. We're going to pay attention though to the MACD divergence and of course 50 on the RSI and the 4-hour, and see if those things do hold weight later today or perhaps even this weekend. Okay. Also, future reference too for the weekend. Next couple weekends I'll be very busy. I will put out some content for Solana, of course, but I'll be limited on the amount of content I can typically create. Just a heads up on that. Taking a quick look here though on the hourly, Ichimoku Cloud. We're still in good shape here, but the window of opportunity is closing. In other words, lagging span getting close to the price action. That kind of tells us unless the price reverses itself instantly, we have no real consideration to take a long position just yet. Okay. We want to wait, essentially. That's where patience pays off, right? That's the whole goal, is to just be a little bit more patient with your trading. So in that sense here, what I'm saying, and this is funny, I have to clarify this every time. I'm saying that the long opportunity is slowly dissipating, okay? What most people hear is, I'm going to take a short position. Don't take a short position. Even though the price could continue to run, we have no reason to do so because we're still doing very well on a lot of time frames and a lot of indications here. We're still above the cloud. We got to give that a chance to be able to be tested first. Conversion line is above the baseline. That tells us we still have momentum. Just because this guy is coming closer doesn't mean you just short your shirt off. It's a terrible idea, okay? I mean, you shouldn't be shorting anyways. You should be waiting for a better long, honestly. That's really what my approach is. I've shorted one time, that was Chainlink. We got a good 30%, we got out. And that's the only short we've taken this month, okay? The rest of the trades have been phenomenal. In fact, I'm going to post later today the results for the first 15 days. It's over, I think it's close to 2,000%. It's a stupid good month here for us. So keep up the good work, folks. I'm super happy it's working well for you. What I want to talk about, though, is that we're all set and good to go here. TD Sequential is telling us that we have 5 hours to the downside. We have roughly maybe 4 more hours before the price pulls all the way back. Because again, sometimes Solana likes to hit its 8s or 9s, okay? So hypothetically, 4 more hours from now, we should see a bounce and recovery. A lot of this is pending Bitcoin doesn't continue to have a bad day. It is a bit on the struggle bus right now, okay? So just some friendly advice, be cautious, careful. I would say wait for confirmation. Again, I'm looking for a potential, emphasize the word potential, entry at 72. I'm going to reevaluate before I get in though. I don't just jump in blindly, okay? You shouldn't either. All right, folks. Again, trust your judgment, trust your analysis, continue to learn from your mistakes, and just keep being a better trader. If you want to be an awesome, phenomenal trader, you want to have a good exchange with you, $5,500 in benefit rewards await if you use this link down below to register for Bitunix. No KYC, no VPN. They have trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets. I have instructions on how to utilize that and maximize those benefits in our Discord. But generally speaking, it's a phenomenal exchange. And I thank you, Bitunix, for providing the opportunity to our community because unfortunately, US, Canada, a lot of my members don't have great opportunities for leverage in the States and otherwise, right? So it can be difficult. Either way, check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.